All right, guys, we got Bitcoin coming in at 36,387. We were actually at 37,000 just a few hours ago, if you can believe it. Bitcoin was like on this major pump. I don't know, maybe it got up to like almost 38,000. I don't know. Ethereum over $2,000. We're going to talk about that a little bit. XRP back down to 66 cents, taking a little bit of a dumper, a little bit of a breather today. Solana was all the way up to almost $50, I believe. Now it's back down to 44. If you're looking to buy some Solana, I would probably want to wait for under $40, but hey, maybe it won't get there anytime soon. I really don't know. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Solana, but you can definitely make money with it. Cardano 36 cents, not too shabby. Also want to talk about, yesterday I was talking about Theta. It was like number, I believe, 55. And I said, the Theta is going to rise to the top. But I said within the next couple of weeks, they'll probably be in the top 50 again. Well, now Theta is number one, almost 90 cents. Or excuse me, now Theta is number 51. So all Theta has to do is knock out one extra coin. Actually, let's see what that coin is. What coin is keeping Theta from the top 50? Aptos. So all it has to do is knock that out, and then Theta's in the top 50. It'll probably be going from top 50 to top, 52, 53 over the next couple months. But eventually, I do predict Theta to be top 20, just like it was last time, or last bull market. All right, everybody's still talking about the ETF. That's probably why Bitcoin was pumping today. SEC's first window to approve all 12 spot Bitcoin ETFs to begin today. There's an 8-day window between November 9th and 17th where all 12 spot BTF filings could be approved by the SEC, according to Bloomberg ETF analyst. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission could approve all 12 of the pending spot ETFs within the next 8 days. And of course, everybody knows if they do approve one, they're going to approve all of them, because you can't approve one and not the others, because what's your excuse? I mean, that's kind of like favoritism. So we would have all 12 if there's an approval. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Safart, is that his name? Safart. What a name. Can you imagine having fart in your name? Wow. Is that even real? Wow. What a name. I don't know, guys. That's like one of those names you just get made fun of when you're a kid in school. I feel sorry for this guy. And Eric Bakunis, who are these people, wrote that starting from November 9th in the United States, the SEC has a window to approve all 12 spot ETFs, including the grayscale conversion of its GPS Trust product. If you've been buying GBTC over the last couple years, like we've been telling you to, you're going to do very well. Unfortunately, I really don't have any GBTC anymore because I put it all into MicroStrategy, but that's doing just fine too. Here's from the analyst guy, Mr. Fart, Mr. James Fart. New research note for me today. We still believe there's a 90% chance that by January 10th, there's going to be a Bitcoin ETF approval. But if it comes earlier, we are entering a window where a wave of approval orders for all the current applications could occur. So essentially what they're saying is 90% by the end of the year, but also it could happen at any moment. And right now, most people are talking about it could happen in the next couple of weeks. And that's why you see all the insiders right now are buying Bitcoin. That's why you had Bitcoin pump up to $37,000 earlier. Now we're at $36,000. I mean, you got Ethereum over 2,000. Everything's looking incredible. We've been talking about, buying Vulcan Forge. Vulcan Forge was at $6.20 just like a few hours ago. And then Bitcoin came down a little bit. But this isn't about Vulcan Forge, guys. This is about, this time last year, my main concern with Vulcan Forge and a lot of these other gaming tokens was, look, we knew that the gaming narrative was big in 2022 or 21, whenever it was. But we just didn't know if the gaming narrative was going to be popular going into the next bull run, where we're going into right now. And we can say without a doubt, the gaming coins have gone absolutely crazy. Let me pull it up. So here's the top gaming coins. And if you just go with the 7-day, most are up. They're 23%, 25%. Gala's a big cap. That's up 25%. Some up are 71%. So for the most part, it does look like and especially, my baby Vulcan Forge, it does look like the gaming narrative is going to be extremely popular going into the next bull market. Vulcan Forge had a high of like $40 or $50 last bull market. I think it's probably going to be $100 going into the next bull market. That's just my personal opinion. Gaming is still relatively new. Last bull market was the first cycle where we had gaming. So essentially buying some of these gaming coins is kind of like buying Bitcoin in like 2012. That's the way I look at it. Yes, there is risk with it, but they're extremely volatile and you're going to have 100x gains. Like Vulcan Forge is probably going to be my top gainer. I mean, when it's all said and done, I mean, I'm hoping just what I have in Vulcan Forge will be enough to buy me a house or another rental property. So, but it could also all go to zero. Like with these gaming projects, you just don't know. But it does look like the gaming narrative is going to be popular. Here's even Rand Nooner shilling the gaming projects.
Is the sector? Well, let me show you how to do it. Okay, so let's delete that. This is Banter Bubbles. You go to plus filter. You will realize is that while you have been asleep, the gaming tokens have absolutely exploding. Gaming is having a huge bull run. We're back in the good days for gaming. Now, it's not all the gaming coins that are exploding, but we have lucky that we have a resource in Banter which knows exactly what tokens have been exploding, and he's been making such good calls. His calls have been doing 300% and 400% in the last couple of days. So what I thought we would do is we would get Mr. Hustle, the Love Muscle, onto the show again, like we.
It's funny, this guy Hassel that Crypto Ran has on. I watch this guy too, but I was watching this guy Hassel last year as we were coming out of the last bull market, and he was talking about buying all sorts of crypto gaming coins, and most of them were down like 99.9%. I remember him telling people to buy a Vulcan Forge at like $15, $20 like a year ago. All these guys are idiots, but they do have a big audience. And as you can see, guys, now Crypto Rand says not all the gaming coins are pumping. Most of them will. I mean, they don't all pump at the same time. I guarantee you almost every legitimate crypto gaming coin will have some sort of pump. The question is, which one's going to pump more? I think Vulcan Forge. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's not too late to get into some of these gaming projects, guys. Just all you got to do is Google top gaming coins. Some of these haven't pumped all that much. Axie Infinity is only up 5% in the last 7 days. Hey, put some money into that. If I wasn't into any gaming, that's what I would do. I'd still be buying Gala. That's a top tier gaming coin. There's so many. Vulcan Forge up 50% over the last 7 days. It was actually 7 days ago we were begging people to buy. I mean, a lot of these coins are up like 50%. So clearly the gaming narrative is probably going to be one of the biggest narratives going into next year. So let's prepare for that right now. Let's not chase that in a couple months. We're not going to be chasing gaming coins on this channel, guys. We're buying the gaming coins now, or actually we already bought them months and months ago. I bought most of my Vulcan Forge a year ago at like $2. So, all right, what else do we got going on? ETH soars above $2,000 as BlackRock iShares Ethereum Trust registered as corporate entity. BlackRock declined to comment on the filing mentioned on iShares. Asset manager giant BlackRock has seemingly registered an iShares Ethereum Trust in the state of Delaware, a filing from Thursday's show. An entity under the name of BlackRock Advisors submitted the paperwork. The registered agent, according to the filing, is Daniel Schweiger, a person with the same name on LinkedIn as a managing director at BlackRock. Well, that's kind of cool. So it does look like, once this whole Bitcoin ETF gets approved, of course, they're going to be moving on to Ethereum as well. So yes, I do expect Ethereum to have some very, very nice pumps, over the next bull market. But I do think, Ethereum, you're not going to get much more than the 7 or 8x. Some of the other coins like Cardano, you get like a 15, 20x. Theta, maybe a 20, 30, maybe even 100x for Theta. So I kind of feel like the millionaires have already been made on Ethereum. Yeah, you buy Ethereum right now at $2,000. Yeah, it might go to $8,000. But for me, I feel like you already missed the boat on Ethereum. I also feel like Ethereum is so crippled and gets so slow when it gets busy and congested that the fees go up so much. I think a lot of the projects and dApps and games and whatever the hell's running on Ethereum, they're going to be going to other projects like Cardano and even Solana, as much as I don't like Solana, Polymatic. So I kind of feel like if you're going to buy Ethereum, you might as well be buying Bitcoin. I mean, it's just the better bet, but that's just my personal opinion. Here's Crypto Rand talking about this whole possible Ethereum ETF.
I said to you, ETH is going to explode, and when ETH explodes, the token that's going to explode is Lido. Look what happened. Look at that. Literally, if you just listened to me during the show, this is the returns that you would have been making. So I don't have the WhatsApp, but let's quickly check the show group. Hold on. Look at Lido. Just have a look at what's going on here. Let's look at the other ones that I told you was going to run. Let's look at Arbitrum. Let's check the show group. Show. Rune is at $4 apparently. The iShares Ethereum Trust has just been registered in Delaware. For context, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust was registered in a similar manner 7 days before they filed for new ETF applications. All right, it's game on. Boys and girls, it's game on. We've got news on Ethereum. On the day that we made the Ethereum show, we've got news on Ethereum. The news is that BlackRock is filing for the ETH ETF. This is going to be huge. I can't believe we made the ETH show today. Look at the tokens that we called running like crazy. Look at Lido. I said to you, Lido was going to run. Look at Lido. Just have a look at what's going on here. Let's look at the other ones that I told you was going to run. Let's look at Arbitrum. I bet.
Anyway, so that's it. So there's going to be a lot of pumping and hyping around this Ethereum ETF. And you're probably going to see a lot of coins like Layer 2 coins and things like that. Coins that run on Ethereum pumping as well. But for me, I'd rather be buying those side chains. I just think Ethereum, you're not gonna get the gains that you're gonna get on some of these other projects. But clearly, good news for Ethereum, and we all knew that. Once the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, there's gonna be an Ethereum as well. So it's kind of like that's the way. And maybe in a few years we'll have a Cardano ETF and a Matic ETF. I mean, it's just growing by leaps and bounds. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Market having a little bit of a pullback right now. XRP, a little bit of a pullback from 70 cents, which is to be expected. XRP was on a tear. Solana, a little bit of a pullback. But overall, everything's looking really good. I'm happy. Things are looking great. Just, guys, if you on these pullbacks is the time, if you're not in the market and you want to stock up on some of these coins, that is when you buy them on the pullbacks. This is when you should be most excited, when we get a little bit of a pullback. I mean, actually, this is hardly even a pullback, but I mean, if XRP goes back to like 55 cents, that would be like a steal. Solana under $40, because we know Solana is going to pump even though we don't like it. Under $40 for Solana, yeah, why not pick some up? Under 34 cents for Cardano, under 35 cents, maybe we'll pick some up. I'm not. I already have plenty of Cardano. And, of course, we talk about Theta for the last couple years. I mean, Theta's 90 cents. It just wants to be over $1. Like I said, anything under $1 for Theta. If Theta goes back down to 80 cents on some Bitcoin pump, I might be tempted to buy more Theta, because I really think my Theta holdings are going to buy me, like, it's going to be like my retirement going into next year. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.